Hi, you all. This is your girl, Casey Williams, and I'm coming to you today to talk to you about a program in the Atlanta area called Jars of Clay. Now, I don't know if you have heard of this before, but it is a program where they have several different things. They help the homeless um, with camp for their kids, some shelters. They have a food closet. They have clothes closet. They have a place where you can go shopping, get diapers and different things like that. Um, they have a quite several things going on. Okay, but the main one that everybody's probably familiar with is the outreach program where they help the homeless find a place or help them into a place. When you hear that in Georgia, you're thinking that they have the money or things like that. First of all, let me start from the beginning. I went to the program myself to find a place for me and my family, um, and I paid them $25. I paid them $25. My friend paid them $25 and so on. It was like six of us went through the program. We all paid them a $25 fee. The fee is supposed to be for background checks because if you have a sex crime against children, they won't have to go through the program. Okay. I'll tell you what the $25 was really for, but on what I think it was really for, and you'll see. So I go to my first appointment. I'm all amped up because, you have to go through this first orientation, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, cool. I went through it, paid my $25. I was excited. I was amped up. And I think it's been like a month ago. So you get this paper explaining that you're homeless to take to the apartment that you want to get a pre-lease or a letter saying how much you're going to need. Now you have to get a big number. So if your credit is bad, you can say you need a $25 application fee, $100 security deposit. That's already $170. But you need first month rent, and first month rent is $700. You're already sitting at $900 that you need. So that's your big number. Whatever your big number is, that's what you need to give to them so you can move in. Well, I got my big number. I found a place on Tara Boulevard that I was in love with. I had already did my application before I went through the program. So when I went to the program, I already knew where I was going to go. I just needed the apartment to fill out the little form. They gave me a pre-lease. I could have moved in early as that Friday, I think. So I went like Tuesday, and they told me Friday, which was yesterday. Just for example, I couldn't move in, but they had to have the money from Jars of Clay. So I get back to Jars of Clay Monday. We have to go through two. You have to go through two orientations. So I would go back with my pre-lease, give it to Jars of Clay. They're like, you have to go to your second orientation. My second orientation was scheduled for 4/14, I believe, and they changed it and made it for the 10th, that Thursday. I believe that's right. They also are located on Metropolitan Parkway, where they have more room for cars and everything. We end up going over to their main location on 10th Street on the 10th. Once we got there, I got there. We had to be there it was supposed to start at 6. I was there. I was like number 12 in line, so I got in about maybe 6:10. From 6:10, I had to sit 2 hours to wait till everybody got in. Once everybody got in, we had to watch a 55-minute video. Now, we do not have any snacks, refreshments, anything. So we're sitting there grumpy, tired. I had my family out in the car. And if you know anything about Pittsburgh area, because that's where we were, that's not the place you want to be at night. While we were sitting in there, this young man decided he wanted to see if cars was open. So he was politely walking down the street, pulling random door handles, just to see if the doors were open. Which I don't think people do that anymore, but some people still do. I know somebody that still does that. So people had to go in there and check. People had to run out, go check on their cars, come back in. Finally, around 8 something, we began. By this time, I'm agitated because I'm not feeling it. Whatever. They tell us to call 211 for rental assistance. Now, I'm in Clayton County. Clayton County doesn't have any money like that. You may get something for DeKalb, Gwinnett, Fayetteville. Fayetteville won't help Riverdale, even though we're so close together, they won't help. So they was like called several places around. So they gave us the information for 211. Most people know about 211, you know. They gave us some information for HUD, not good. FEMA, which I'm still not understanding because FEMA is really for like if a fire comes through my apartment or whatever, they're like funding for emergency, federal emergency funding, correct? So I didn't see where FEMA fit in. So we felt, you know, punked or whatever. So I think maybe that Friday after I had left Georgia, well, first when we left Georgia Clay that night, we walked out and they were shooting. They were having a shootout down the street, literally from where we were. I remember one of the girls, she was ducking low. Okay, so now I'm trying to get into the car so we can get out of there. The police is riding around looking for the person that got away. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to see what happened. I already knew that it was going to be a done deal because, like I said, Clayton County doesn't have any money. So I got a phone. I got some information that somebody was going to have taking applications for rental assistance to go and see what I could do. Well, I ran to go get the rental. I filled out the application, and that's how they were doing, was taking applications. They told us that they would contact us, and I would hear from somebody in 20 days. It has been maybe about 12 days since I went through that. And I was like, really? So, I'm not knocking anybody for what they want to do. But, why? And the $25, I think the $25, they help you get furniture from the Atlanta Furniture Bank. And I think it's just for the furniture, the $25. They say you can write the $25 off. But $25 is half a tank of gas for me. I don't have $25 just to be giving you to call 211. I know about 211. I know about HUD. If somebody's going to have something with, say, rental assistance, they should have a representative from each, what county you're in Clayton County. Okay, and then they should have had us where we could, they should have had leads for us. Because we're out here doing it on our own. And we're not being very successful. Now, let's say you could come back and get an appointment through them, and it'll be an agency to agency appointment instead of a individual to agency appointment. But I'm not really feeling it. I have to officially be out of here sometime this week, and I don't have $2,300 to give to the apartment. So I'm hoping that tomorrow, I'm going to another apartment. I'm hoping that they don't want $2,300 to move in. I started a GoFund account online and a fundraiser account. I don't know what the fundraiser account is under, but I know the GoFundMe account is under the movement. If you want to donate, if you can donate. I was on Facebook, talking with my 700, so-called friends on Facebook. Put it out there just to let them know, donate $1, donate $5. If you donate $50 or more, you'll be entered into winning a tablet. And I got some backlash from, 2 people. They're blocked now. But, it was like, you're begging, I had one girl say, well, all my bills are paid for the end of the month. That's not the case. I'm going through a situation, and I really don't want to go into it with you all, but I'm going into a situation, and I need a little extra funds. I have money, but I don't have $2,300 right now. I don't have that much money, but I have money. As you see, something had to happen. I have money, but I just don't think that was what I was looking for. And I tell them, we're stupid in America because they make the same J's every 5-10 years, and we're stupid. We go right back in the store and buy those same J's. Now, for me, I didn't have the first pair. So me going stand in line for the 10th, 11th pair will be different for me. But some people have each series of shoes, and we're dumb. Every time a new iPhone comes out, people run and get these iPhones. But the only iPhone that will really count from the iPhone 5 is the iPhone 6. Anything in between that you do not need. So I just want to give people the heads up. Do not go through this program because this program doesn't do anything for you. You do 100% of your work. And I hate programs like this. There was something like this in Minnesota where they tell you they help you find a place where you stand in the shelter, and I think like it's for 6 months or 2 years. If you're standing in the shelter and they no longer can help you, then you no longer have done anything. They will find you something. And sometimes they find you the slum and stuff, so you can just get out the shelter because the shelter is paid by government. So I will talk to you all later. Y'all leave any comments, any questions you have. Bye.